You know, I've been all over the total and absolute rort that is card surcharges. 1% here, 1.5% there, it all adds up.
You've also called it a rort.
We're paying more for digital payments when digital payments are the cheapest form of payment, and that is nuts.
Is it cheaper for you per dollar to trade in cash or digital payments?
Oh, it should be cheaper in digital.
So here's an update. Recently, the RBA released a draft paper saying that surcharges will be completely banned and that interchange fees, that's the cost to businesses, would be capped at 0.3%. That's down from 0.8%. And since that day, the banks, Visa and MasterCard, have totally lost it to try and protect this sweet little deal they've got going on. Former Liberal Minister and new head of the Australian Banking Association, Simon Birmingham, said that cutting interchanges would, and I quote, undermine the capacity to keep safe and secure the very thing that everyday Australians rely upon. And collectively, the NAB, Visa and ANZ have followed suit. They're all claiming that your money would be less safe if the RBA undertook the draft versions of their reforms. Now that's pretty outrageous. That didn't sit very well with me. So today I asked the RBA about it. Well, just have a look.
What are your thoughts on sort of this correlation between your proposals and the banking sector's requirement to keep the payment system safe?
Somewhat surprised, I guess, is what I would say.
Why do you think they've lent in so hard on the throat? Do you think they're like trying to call your bluff here? To me, these seems like empty threats. Would that approach be consistent with your expectations of them?
No, it's not.
And just to be clear, does that obligation to customers weaken if the banks become less profitable?
Well, again, it's not in their interests.
So the RBA has effectively called bullshit on the bank's threats to reduce investment in fraud and scam protection as a result of our push to ban surcharges. Not satisfied with record profits, banks are now throwing outrageous and misleading threats at the RBA as part of their scare campaign to stop this much needed reform. So to my friends in the banking sector and payment sector, I'd say this. Scam and fraud prevention are not optional, and we see you and we see what you're trying to do, and it's not working. And to the RBA, I'd say this. Call the bank's bluff and do more to ensure that costs are reduced for small businesses and that this surcharge rort comes to an end. Watch this space.
Authorised by Jerome Laxale, ALP, Epping.